Modi said that he planned to give sound and stable governance. Rest assured, he meant business. Don't believe us? Take a look.
You have seen him take those tough decisions. You have seen him swallow the bitter pill and soldier forward. Modi still seems determined to ensure that Achhe Din Aayenge despite all the opposition. However, what Modi did not realize is that for his army of MPs to function efficiently, they need to be educated and experienced in the field. But considering that 161 of BJP's MPs are first-time elected representatives, the task seems uphill for the self-proclaimed developmentalist. So he seems to have found a way to pole vault over the hurdle and tread towards progress. Yes, Narendra Modi has organized a training workshop for the 161 new MPs in Surajkhand in Haryana.
It is a very welcome endeavor initiated by Narendra Bhai. Now, obviously, these people have been people's representative. They have always worked in the constituency. Now, to make them effective parliamentarians, it is very imperative that they be explained how the parliament functions, what is expected out of them as parliamentarians, how is lawmaking done.
The camp has been scheduled for the 28th and the 29th so that the MPs are sharp and ready for the budget session that is likely to begin in the lower house in the second week of July. Faridabad MP Krishnapal Gurjar, former Minister of State Ganeshi Lal, spokespersons Deepak Mangla and Ajay Gaud have been entrusted with the responsibility of organizing the workshop. Senior leaders and Union Ministers Arun Jaitley, Sushma Swaraj and a few others too will be attending the workshop.
A sense of coordination, how exactly Parliament functions, what is expected out of them in terms of performance, and there has to be cohesion in the party, and the party leadership is wanting to meet all its members of Parliament. So I think this camp is to actually look into various matters to be raised in Parliament and how to work as a cohesive unit and familiarize themselves with what is expected out of them as members of Parliament.
The workshop is being viewed as a determined effort by Narendra Modi to ensure that no stone is left unturned when it comes to providing good governance. While Modi can bask in the glory of his initiative, for the 187 leaders attending the workshop, it's time to get ready for school. Sanjay Dikshit, News 9, Delhi.
Well, the slum board is all set to demolish the slums in Jai Bhuvaneshwari Nagar, but the dwellers are in a grave situation. Though they were promised new flats elsewhere, the residents have accused the slum board of irregularities.
The High Court has ordered all the residents of Jai Bhuvaneshwari slum to vacate their homes. On the other hand, constructions of apartment complexes are underway at Kudlu to relocate the slum dwellers. But amidst all this, the 150 families facing demolition of their homes have received a shock. While the slum board upheld HC's order and stated that the slums should be demolished, many are yet to receive the possession letters for their flats in Kudlu. The slum board had prepared a list of 512 beneficiaries in 2008. But meanwhile, the court intervened and now the order is in favor of the slum board. Surprisingly, a few names from the list have disappeared. But again, names of a few more people who were not residing at the slum in Jai Bhuvaneshwari Nagar have been included. The slum dwellers also allege that the officials have allotted the same flat to more than one beneficiary. Moreover, many have moved out of the slums in Jai Bhuvaneshwari Nagar since the fiasco a few weeks ago. The residents have stated that the names of these families too should be included in the list of beneficiaries.
ನಮಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಏನಂದರೆ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಲಮ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಇಂಪ್ರೂಮೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡೋರ್ ಲಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿ ಎಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಲಿಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ಹೊಸ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹೊಸ ಲಿಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರುಗಳಿಲ್ಲ.
Meanwhile, the slum board have been accused of carrying out sloppy inspections. They visit the beneficiaries' residence when they are not home and strike the name off the list when the residence in the slum is not confirmed.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. 3 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಗೆ ಊಟ ಇಲ್ದಿರ, ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಇಲ್ದಿರ ಅವರಿಂದ ನಾಯಿ ಥರ ಸುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಸರ್. ನಮ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ, ರಾಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ಲೀಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಸರಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾರೆ. 2 ಸತಿ ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದರು, 2 ಸತಿ ಬಂದು ರಾಂಗು ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೋದ್ರು. ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಲೀಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಸರಿದೆ, ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಲೀಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಸರಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಮತ್ತೆ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. 3 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದನೂ ಅವರಿಂದನೇ ಸುತ್ತಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಆದರೂ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Alongside this, some have also accused the slum board of not completing the construction of these apartments in Kudlu, even though they have been asked to vacate the slum soon. But the slum board's executive engineer has stated that the problems will be solved in due time. All in all, the High Court has ordered the slum dwellers to vacate their homes, but the current situation is not in their favor. What remains to be seen is if the slum board will be able to bring things under control. Maltesh, News9, Bengaluru.
And well, the tourist hotspot Madikeri is back to its unprecedented visual marvel. The Abbi Falls in the Kodagu region is inviting people to watch it at its best. We have a report to show how beautiful the falls look this season.
Welcome to Abbi Falls. The scenic beauty near Madikeri. Well, very few scenes could be more beautiful and more fascinating than this. The weather is romantic with mild showers and cool breeze flowing across the region. Well, the poets among us would be enticed to stretch their imagination and pen some cheering romantic lines. Yes, the Abbi Falls can catch the imagination of everyone. The rains for the last 1 week have made the falls to turn lively, and people are seen thronging to watch this spectacle.
ಸೂಪರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಬ್ಬಿ ಫಾಲ್ಸು, ಸೂಪರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಕಾಣಿಸೋಕ್ಕೆ, ವೈಡಾಗಿ ಸೂಪರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಇದೊಂಥರ ಮಡಿಕೇರಿ ಸೂಪರ್ ಜಾಗ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ, ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ತುಂಬ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಬಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೂಪರಾಗಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವಂತೂ. ಇದೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾವು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಸೂಪರಾಗಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ನಮಗಂತೂ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
The constant drizzling has not deterred the enthusiasm of these people for sure. The rains must have dampened their bodies, but not their spirits. The weather is certainly cool to the delight of tourists. Just a few weeks back, there was no water at Abbi Falls. But this region has been receiving heavy rains for the last 1 week, and the milky water has begun to fall from a height of 80 feet. Watching the water fall from that height is a fascinating experience. These tourists could not have asked for more.
ನಾವು ನ್ಯೂಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ಕಪಲ್ಸು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಟ್ರಿಪ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾರ್ಥಕ ಆಯಿತು. ತುಂಬ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. 24 ಅವರ್ಸು ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮಳೆ ಜೊತೆಲಿ ಮಳೇಲಿ ನೆನೆಯೋದೇ ಒಂದು ಖುಷಿ. ನಾವು ಅಬ್ಬಿ ಫಾಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ತುಂಬ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಚಳಿ ಮಳೆ ಸೂಪರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ವೆದರ್.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಫುಲ್ ಫಾಗ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಮಡಿಕೇರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗಮಂಡಲದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಫೋಟೋ ಹೊಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಗಿದೆ. ಮಳೆ ಇದೆ, ಕೊಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಇದೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೋದು. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ.
So for all the nature lovers, Abbi Falls is just 8 kilometers away from Madikeri, and it would be a fantastic idea to visit the place and watch some extraordinary scenes here. Manjunath KB, News9, Madikeri.
And well, notorious rowdy Sheeta Kavala alias Vijay Kumar was brutally murdered on the outskirts of Bengaluru. His Innova car was waylaid and he was hacked to death on Bengaluru-Hosur highway. The murder took place when he was en route to Tamil Nadu at around 10:45 p.m. His hand was broken first during the attack and he was later hunted down again and murdered. It is said that Kavala had to come to Bengaluru for the audio release of a film. but now he has met an untimely death. It is not known as to who exactly the murderers are, but it is being suspected that a rivalry of sorts could have led to the murder, and probably another gang could have been involved in the same. The police officials are trying to find out details regarding the same but a brutal manner in which this rowdy shooter met his end.
Hello?
Well, this was the car in which Kavala was traveling in, and we can see the shattered glass, the car practically being destroyed as it was waylaid, and he was attacked. First his hand was broken is what we understand, after which he tried to make an escape, but he could not run far and he was brutally killed. And well, the mystery over the missing MH370 plane continues, but investigators seem to have come to new conclusions. Here's a report.
Even after 100 days, Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 has not been found. The investigators, though, have come up with some findings. No severe damage to MH370 in the air. MH370 in controlled flight even after losing contact. Investigators also assume that it was only after the plane ran out of fuel that it plunged into the Indian Ocean. The main evidence for the conclusion lies in the re-examination of Malaysian military radar data and his more detailed analysis of electronic handshakes or pings that the aircraft exchanged with an Inmarsat satellite over the equator. The altitude readings from the radar now appears to have been inaccurate. Though the investigators have come to this conclusion, they are however not ready to explain as to how the plane had been in controlled flight. A lot of assumptions were made regarding the altitude at which the flight was flying. Now a recent investigation has revealed that the primary information was not reliable. The new investigating team has started to search for the missing plane from the northeast of the Indian Ocean. It was then moved towards the southwest along the sea. Now that an all-new team has restarted the investigations, it has revived hopes that the missing plane might be found. But will the mysterious MH370 ever be found is what remains to be seen now. A News9 report.